you all already know who I am, just... I was going to do a bigger video like this, talking about a certain movie I had seen, like, for the past 2 weekends, but... some stuff has boiled over recently, and I've had to do some thinking. I've come to the conclusion I need to do this video because, honestly, there are too many things in my mind right now that I'm conflicted about, and... yeah, I need to talk about this because this has been... I've been stalling on this for way too long now. I need to talk about the elements of insanity because... you'll have to excuse me if I'm kind of sporadic here because this is... I'm going totally unscripted here, alright? So... okay, where to start? Well, going to that first point I made, yes, I did see Equestria Girls Rainbow Rocks, and like I said, I was gonna do a big thing where I gave my analysis and review it, but I've kind of sort of already done that. The video is on, my friend Mindless Gonzo's channel. Swing on over there, and you'll see the full thing. The too long didn't read of that is, the Equestria Girls Rainbow Rocks is leaps and bounds better than the first Equestria Girls, and I enjoyed it, even the second time around. Anyways, how does that tie into what I'm going to say concerning the elements of insanity? Well, there is one particular exchange of dialogue in Rainbow Rocks that kind of got me thinking.
Just because everyone expects something from you doesn't mean it's guaranteed to happen.
And that doesn't stop them from expecting it.
Which only makes things harder because the last thing you want to do is let everybody down.
You see, that one line of dialogue there is exactly how I feel about the elements of insanity at this point. Because, to me now, it feels exactly like, no matter how much I point this out to you guys, well, not all of you, just certain somebodies, and this, try that again. I'm not pointing out all of you, I'm not naming names, just, some of you, you know who you are. It's like, no matter how much I might point this out to those select people, and no matter how much more effort I put into some of my other videos, it literally feels like the elements of insanity, or videos with the EoI, are all these people are going to expect from me at this point. And it kind of sucks. It really, really sucks, because... oh god, this brings me to a really bad trend that I've started noticing on the comments of some of my videos, excuse me. And that trend is that I've noticed that some of my viewers have resorted to outright demanding that I drop everything that I'm working on, all my other projects and videos and all that shit, and just start working on more EoI stuff. No, that's not how it works. It isn't. I don't like to be pushed, alright? And I don't like it when you... yeah, I probably shouldn't have gone unscripted for this, but... point stands. Demanding something that you really, really want, no matter how much you want it, it's not going to make it come out any faster, alright? And this is especially bad because I've noticed comments like this on videos not even related to the elements of insanity. It's like, really? See, again... understand this. I'm not calling out every single one of my viewers, okay? I'm just calling out the ones that happen to pull this kind of shit regarding the EoI. It's really become annoying as of late, alright? Because, don't get me wrong, alright? Let's just leave it at that. I still want and like using the elements of insanity in my videos. It's just, lately, it really hasn't been as fun using them as it used to be, because, like I said, it kind of feels like the EoI are all people are expecting me, or all people are expecting from me nowadays, and that's really not how I wanted to be, what I want to be remembered for, as I've previously stated in one of my other videos. It's just, no, I want to diversify, I want to branch out and do more stuff besides... stuff with the elements of insanity, like, the tennis series that I've doing, Barry Punch's Quest, the Spy Kruger versus Knife Hand, Battle of Scouted, all that kind of stuff. And then there's that Five Nights at Freddy's video I was doing in Gmod, that I'll probably, hopefully have out sometime before Halloween. That's kind of spoiler right there, but yeah, I want to branch out, I want to do more stuff besides some of the EoI, but all these people that are constantly asking, begging, and as I said, demanding for more EoI stuff, is not really helping me. It's actually putting more stress on me because I feel like I have to do more Elements of Insanity stuff just to, keep these kinds of people in, because if I don't, I feel like I'm just going to let them down, and that's going to be another toll on my sanity. It's just... it is a vicious cycle. It seriously sucks. I can't word it any better. I can't even word it properly. In fact, it's gotten so bad at this point that a friend of mine, Incoherent Chipmunk, you might know him as a good friend of mine, he did 2 rants, both on the same subject of the rabid Elements of Insanity fanboys and all that. In fact, he actually worded everything better than I can, but I'm going to keep going. I'm just going to leave a link in the description to both of the rants he did. Seriously, you people really need to go listen to those rants because it's telling it how it is. But besides people demanding more EoI stuff, that also kind of leads into some other stuff that I've noticed. And, excuse me. That other stuff is that I've noticed, a really, 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 really long list of some... Oh, God, I really hope I really hope I didn't have to get into this. I really wish I didn't have to, but I've noticed lately, while I've been browsing DeviantArt and Tumblr, some really bad fan art regarding the Elements of Insanity. It's just not even any minimal amount of effort, just... really bad fan art, especially really poorly made OCs and shitty recolors. I can't even begin to tell you how much it aggravates me because the thing that sucks the most is that it's all my fault. Because I made the Elements of Insanity, I jump-started this whole goddamn pony freak movement, and gotten people making their own pony freaks, some of which really suck balls. I'm not even going to hold back there. Just some of these pony freaks I've seen royally suck. No effort put into them at all. They're making mine actually look good, because, yeah, even I admit the Elements of Insanity are not good. And yet everybody holds them up to such a high standard that, again, I feel like I have to keep making stuff with them in order to keep their attention going. And the thing you have to realize is what these people have to realize: the EoI are not a godsend. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. The Elements of Insanity are not the best thing in the world. Okay, there is 7Gmod far better than the stuff that I make. The fact that I've actually gotten close to, what was it at this point? 60,000 subscribers. The fact I've actually gotten this far, as much as I am happy about it, I also am kind of feel down about it because I know most of it is just because of the Elements of Insanity. And, again, that sucks. Because, again, I don't want to be remembered just for the EoI alone. I want to be remembered for all the other stuff I've done. And stuff I really should get back onto, because I haven't touched Kami in ages. Just, oh my god. Anyways, that's getting off topic, because, yeah, really shitty EoI fan art. Look, okay, I'm not saying that I hate these people, it's just, and I understand that they like my work with the EoI, it's just, there's a limit to how much I can tolerate when it comes to shitty OCs and fan art. If you want to see good Elements of Insanity fan art, go watch people like I don't know, King Blutopius, the Muck751, T-Rocka628, and even Rakidna. Those guys, people like those guys, they make some spectacular fan art concerning the Elements of Insanity, and honestly, I thank you. I honestly thank you and most of the other people I've noticed who are also kind of backing me up, who have my back against these rabid EoI fanboys and telling them how it is. I'm very appreciative of that. It's just, I really don't know what else to say. It's just, again, this is all my fault. I started the Pony Freak movement, and goddammit, it's gonna die with me. And I honestly feel ashamed that I let it go on for this long without saying a thing, because I couldn't. I felt like I couldn't say anything because that'd change your views on me, because these people who look up to me so much and think that I'm like one of the best Gmoders out there when I'm not, they held me up to such a high standard. I feel like I have to keep this up. I know I've said it already. I feel like I have to keep this up in order to, keep my subscribers happy. And I feel like if I don't do anything else with the Elements of Insanity, they're going to leave, because that's what they're expecting from me. And wow, I think that's like the third or fourth time I've said it at this point. Oh, Jesus Christ. And speaking of, going back on the topic of the shitty OCs and the fan art, I've also noticed a copious and cancerous amount of role-playing and sock puppet accounts on not only DeviantArt on Tumblr, but on goddamn Twitter, of all places. Like, what? It's like, no Twitter account needs to be made about Brutalight Sparkcake or Rainbine or Pinkus. No, any person needs to see or hear any of that, alright? It's like, it's not, Twitter is not the place for that kind of thing. DeviantArt or Tumblr I can kind of understand. It's just, there is just too many sock puppet accounts of the Elements of Insanity I've seen on both of those sites that it's just too much. It is literally all too much for me. And the shippings. Oh, dear God in heaven, the shippings. There's one person I've seen on DeviantArt. I know my friend Chipmunk also talked about this. I think his name is Riggy, I think it was. I could be totally wrong. I don't know. Just the things he does with his Spartan OC and Drowned Brutalite. No! I don't know. I don't see the appeal. I don't. It wouldn't. It's. Oh God. And then there's another girl by the name of Squeaky Noodle. I think it was. Ships her character, a really bad character, I should probably note, with Rainbine. And one of their pictures even had them having a baby. Just because why not? Oh God. Oh, I don't get it. I really don't. I don't see why my characters have that kind of appeal to them. I don't understand. It just... Again, the fact that I've started this whole Pony Freak movement goes to show that really, deep down, I'm just as bad as every other rabid brony out there in the My Little Pony fandom. I'm just as bad as them. Because I have this band of shitty recolored pony freaks that are literally just the Elements of Harmony mixed with TF2 freaks, and just they got more popular than they should have, when all I really wanted was just to have my own little quirky band of characters, and then they turn into something else. It's just, oh God. I never asked for this. I really didn't. I appreciate the fact the Elements of Insanity have gotten this far, and that they've become something else. It's just some of the fans and the fan base the EoI have gotten, it just makes me cringe sometimes. And you wonder why I don't want to do stuff with the EoI as much as I used to, because, again, people are expecting it, and if I just give them what they want, it's just going to show them that if they beg and plead and demand like they've been doing, they're going to get what they want. And that's not how it works. I don't care if you people have to wait. The least you can do, these people can do, is at least be patient. Because right now, they're testing the extent of my patience just by begging and demanding and all being whiny little shits. Don't mind me, guys. Oh God, you have no idea how long this has been bubbling over, and I just needed to vent about it at some point. It's just... I feel bad that I let it go on for this long. And I feel equally stupid that I didn't say anything about it earlier, and I let the fan base just come to this point. Excuse me, excuse my random pause. I think I might be coming down with something, and it's fucking freezing over here. Jesus Christ. And I really don't know what else to say. I really don't. I hate what the Elements of Insanity fan base has come to. Just a large, copious amount of whiny little shits that will just do anything to try and get a reaction out of me. And I hate it. I genuinely hate it that it's come to this. And again, you wonder why I don't want to do stuff with the EoI as of late. I mean, I have stuff planned with them, But I don't know when I'm going to be finished with them, because at the moment I really don't feel like doing anything with the Elements of Insanity at this point. I want to work on other things that have less to do with that band of stupid, shitty, recolored... You can kind of tell I'm just kind of bashing on myself at the moment, so... yeah. Don't mind the dog in the background, at this point, I just want to do anything that doesn't have to do with that band of shitty, recolored pony horse freaks, and I'm sick of it. I really just want to do something else without the EoI for a while. I just want to focus on other things, like the tennis series that Casey and I are doing, or the one I'm doing with Mikoto Nui, or anything at all that's not regarding the Elements of Insanity, just anything. I need a break to just gain my sanity because you people are fucking driving me nuts! Ugh. God, look at me. I'm calling my own fan base... I'm calling my own fan base out for something I did. For something I started. And just... this is what it's come to. I don't know how to feel anymore. I don't. And right now I feel like I've dragged this rant on for long enough, because... At this point, it's just becoming a self-bashing kind of thing, because, yeah, this has bubbled over for far too long. I just had to let it out, so I'm sorry you've had to hear this side of me. I really, genuinely am. I just, I need to take a break. I just really, really need to stop before I do something worse to myself, because right now I've lost sleep over this. I haven't lost sleep. That's just because of my thing. But I need to stop. I just need to stop right now before I do something really bad or hurtful or anything like that. I need to stop. This is just crazy.